These are a pair of chopsticks. For most of us, they serve one purpose: eating. But for women in China, these have become the blueprint for the perfect pair of legs. And people are going through dangerous surgeries and even getting themselves paralyzed to achieve this look. Now, chopstick legs sounds like something I made up after staring at a Chinese menu for too long, but it's a real beauty trend. The idea is very simple. Long legs, skinny calves, slender thighs, and very little muscle. Basically, legs so thin you'll start flying on a windy day. Now, the chopstick legs obsession has become so unhinged, some netizens are actively chasing medical procedures to permanently reduce the size of their calves.
What?
Take a look. Alright, pause for a minute there. Is it just me, or does it look like the doctors are preparing these people for a spit roast?
Nice.
To slim down their legs, young women are voluntarily going to their local neighborhood clinic, where their licensed or unlicensed doctor directly inject Botox into their legs. I'm no expert by any means, but apparently Botox acts as a paralyzing agent by blocking the signals from the nerve to the calf muscle. And because the muscle gets used less, it slowly shrinks and becomes weaker. I'm no good with anatomy, so let me break it down to you with an analogy. Imagine your legs are a company, and you're of course the CEO of that company. And your calf is one of the most important employees. They keep the whole operation running. It helps with walking, helps with balance, it just helps you push off the ground. Now with this calf thinning procedure, you've essentially just fired this bloke for no reason at all. Without them, your company is now f***ed. These calf thinning injections have a temporary effect, so netizens have to return for repeat injections every 3 months. So, for the beauty clinics, you know what that means.
Here comes the money.
And if injecting paralyzing agents was not good enough to your liking, some people have been paying close to 200, wait for it, thousand USD to surgically remove the nerve controlling calf muscle growth in a procedure known as neurectomy. More like you've wrecked your legs. Just to be clear, in this more hardcore procedure, the surgeon cuts open your leg, they seek out the nerve responsible for your calf muscle, and then they just delete it, like cut. Some of these people also pair this up with a thigh liposuction, where the surgeon uses a suction tube to literally vacuum out pockets of fat from the thighs. What the f am I watching? After the nerve cutting surgery, what you're left with is a calf that slowly weakens over time, muscle that no longer gets proper nerve signals. Congratulations, not only are you a less functional human being, you're now also $200,000 poorer.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
As a young fella in my 20s, I feel like as if I've already got knee issues. And everyone knows that when you get older, your body starts collecting maintenance fees. So I can't imagine how the young people who willingly go through calf weakening surgeries will get by once they're older. Oh wait, yes I can. Wheelchairs. I don't know how the f we've done this, but we've straight up found a way to market a disability as a cosmetic procedure. Who in their right mind wakes up one morning and decides, the way my legs look is more important than my ability to walk? Oh wait, she does.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, to understand why these surgeries have been sought after, we need to understand how it got so popular in the first place. In many other societies, bigger legs were sought after because they were a sign of strength and athleticism. Jeez! But for many women in China, they're seen as too masculine or too bulky. Many women want a softer and more delicate silhouette. Now, it starts with influencers posting absurd and unrealistic videos showcasing their slender figures. Look at that guy.
Bruh.
You know what, sir? I feel you, man. If a fucking flamingo walked past me, I would probably react the same way you did. These influencers post extreme cosmetic surgeries and beauty trends like it's normal lifestyle content, and hundreds and millions of young people go and watch. Now, combine a toxic beauty culture with an algorithm that keeps feeding the same content on body proportions and the idea of a perfect body. Eventually, these viewers start viewing themselves as the problem. And that's when they start gambling with their own bodies and taking dangerous risks to try and change their insecurities. And clinics in China, because they're so nice and caring to their clients, they can't help but sell them a solution. You're telling me this surgery costs almost $200,000 USD. Honestly, I don't even know if my organs are worth that much. Look, let's be a bit more serious for a second. I don't know you personally on the other side of the screen. Whether you're tall or short, whether you've got thick or thin legs, it doesn't matter. What I do believe though is this is a bad idea. And you know what? I think even the Chinese government agrees with me on this one. Because in 2021, the National Commission of China banned these leg surgeries for cosmetic purposes. Because it's too dangerous, it goes against medical ethics, and many young women were sprinting to these cosmetic clinics for the surgery despite all of the risk. They're definitely not going to be sprinting out, that's all I know.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
There are even research studies that are exploring how cooked Chinese social media has become, because they're spreading the concept that you need a thin and slender figure to succeed in society. So now this surgery is banned. Who would have thought? Now, despite this ban, I'm sure it doesn't stop people from either going overseas or going to some dodgy underground clinic. But hey, each to their own. At the end of the day, people will do whatever they want with their bodies. I'm no doctor, and this ain't medical advice. But for most people, I think common sense will kick in before they reach the point they decide that permanently paralyzing your leg muscles and losing the ability to walk is worth making your legs a few inches slimmer. Subscribe if you can survive a gust of wind without flying off into the air.